I'm here with the guys from Skam.
Hello!
And we're at the Yorkshire, is it Yorkshire Man or Yorkshire House?
Yorkshire House.
Yorkshire House. I'm Yorkshire born and bred. In Lancaster. So,
Yes.
the War of the Roses, white and red. I'm here with Skam. So now, can you just introduce yourselves, guys, and tell us what you play in the band?
I am Matt, I play bass.
My name is Neil Brian Hill and I play drums.
My name is Steve Hill and I'm lead vocalist and guitarist. I have to be 2 quarters of the band.
Now, you two are both called like your brothers. And it's a common surname, so
We are brothers.
We are
you
yeah.
are brothers. Right, so you've got any other famous relatives like Benny or Harry?
Have you heard of William Hill, the betting man?
I have, yes.
He's nothing to do with us, but
Oh well. You're not related to Harry Hill then, or?
Damon?
No,
You know Damon?
No, yes, right to
Famous
him.
racing man.
No, oh well.
Benny,
actually,
definitely.
I don't think we're related to anyone famous, are we?
No.
No, right. So who's the oldest?
I am.
And do you kind of exert an influence on your brother?
Of course, I credit all his musical talent to myself.
Very good. And what?
I'm just going to let that slide.
I'm gonna let it slide, yeah. So in terms of musical influences, what are your favourite bands?
Mine?
Yeah.
Well, me and Matt anyway are kids of the 90s, so when we were growing up we were listening to like Guns N' Roses and Nirvana and Green Day and bands like that, but then a little bit, when we started the band I started really listening to people that influenced those bands like AC/DC and Thin Lizzy, the sort of more classic 70s bands.
Right, and so you were probably listening to your older brother's records as you were growing up,
Definitely, yeah.
and you liked them.
Both my older brothers were into like filthy, dirty metal bands when I got into rock music, and I just like a bit more sort of alternative stuff. But it's good because we like a lot of the same bands nowadays. They're good bands.
Rage Against the Machine.
Oh, I can't go wrong
Yeah.
with Rage. Bit of Rage. Bit of Rage. Matt's
Yeah.
getting me into
You ever seen them?
bands like
We did.
Terrorvision and stuff.
Well, did you come with us to Finsbury Park?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
We
organised it, mate.
We went to see when they got to #1 over the X Factor thing,
Yeah.
and they did the free concert at Finsbury Park. We all went to that, which was amazing.
I mean, I saw it years and years ago at Manchester Apollo. It's so long ago, I can't even remember how long ago, but it's probably when it first came out originally.
Wicked
So-
gig that was.
You enjoyed it, yeah?
Really, really good.
That was pretty good live. So this is the 7th night of the Off Your Rocker tour, but when it was billed I thought Pig Iron and Texas Flood were going to play as well, so what's happened to those bands tonight? Are they just doing like half the tour?
Well, to be honest, we put the tour together, and the idea was that we would have out of the 4 bands we would have a number of bands on at different stages. I think with a bit of hindsight we should have perhaps pushed what we were doing a little bit better, but they were never actually down to play this evening.
Right.
It was just we were going to always be just ourselves and Massive Wagons, but the 4 bands appear at different venues throughout the whole tour.
I mean, I know in a couple, was it? No, end of August I'm going to Rock Witch. You guys are playing there, are you?
Rockwitch.
No.
we're not.
Rockmantic then?
Yes.
In February,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
I know I've seen you build somewhere that I'm gonna soon, yeah, Rockmantic. So that's not till next February though. So what have you got coming up in the near future after this tour?
Top secret.
Top secret.
We gig a lot as a band, you know, we do a lot. I mean, last year I think we topped like 80 gigs, you know, we're turning round. This was always going to be the back end for the latest record, Peacemaker. We knew this would be the last single off that record. So when we finish this, really, we're just going to hide away and write a new album, aren't we? That's the plan, really. Try and get something sorted before Christmas, have a few months off early, and then, yeah, go to plan B.
We'd always be
try and
gigging
release, yeah.
like through it. You know, things come up, and we've got we're doing a gig with New Device down at Merton Manor.
Yeah, we've got a few things we do, but
Yeah.
like the big thing is after this, like, because obviously, like I said, it's the back end of that record, so we're just going to go away, write a new album, and come back in 2016 with a new album.
I've not actually heard your album, unfortunately. 'Cause the first time I saw you guys was in Ibiza, and I don't really think I'd heard much about you before. So, but my team leader at PlanetMosh, Dave Farrell, says it was one of his favourite albums of 2014.
Very
So
nice.
Sweet.
Yeah, so we shall look forward to your next one coming out. Now, you're a teacher, Steve, is that right?
That's right.
Now, how does that affect you lot gigging? Because surely you can only gig like far away on Saturdays, or?
Well, you would think that, but actually we do some horrific things. So we plan things very well, and I'm lucky in the sense that the three of us can all drive, and when we're planning a tour, when we look at things, we just work out what we're going to be able to do. So Matt's a bit more flexible than me and Neil in getting days off.
Yeah.
So it might be that if we're playing in Portsmouth, Matt's got the day off the next day, so he drives, but then me and Neil can sleep on the way home, that kind of thing. But there has been a couple of occasions where I've got in at 7 in the morning and then gone to work.
That's 7:15.
So you actually work in a school, like you're not teaching music or
I like to think, probably not after this, but I like to think they don't notice.
Right, okay, sorry. Because I was going to ask, you two, you're not a teacher,
I'm a teacher.
you're a teacher as
Yeah,
well. So it runs in the family. My mum was a teacher actually. And
That's
I'm just
not my own
yeah,
job.
it is.
Well, there's a reason why we're touring for the first 2 weeks of July. It was, you know.
Now, do you ever have the students turning up at your local gigs?
I keep it really secret, you know, because I don't really want people at work knowing why I roll into work
Like,
really tired and really
right.
pissed off with everyone and shout at kids for no reason. So, so
I mean,
no.
when I say that, I mean you might not even teach that.
But school's weird, isn't it? Some kids come up to you and like they know you're in a band. You're like, how do you know? I just keep it quiet.
I find the kids all know I'm in a band. I mean, I put up to work in the Skam van every day, but they all know I'm in a band. But the majority of them think I'm in some kind of like weird folk, country and western band. They don't really grasp what I'm actually doing.
I mean, when they get a bit older, they might well come and see you. I suppose it depends what music they're into. I mean, I always got to gigs at 14, but not everybody does. So
They say
goes
things,
there
they say
older.
ridiculous things to me, you know, like, "Oh, sir, you're into music. Have you ever heard of a band called Guns N' Roses?" And I'm like, "Oh, yes, I have heard of those. Yes."
I mean, what I looked at, found looking at other people's reviews before I came to see you. You've got like people have mentioned Led Zeppelin, Clutch, Black Sabbath, Foo Fighters, Queens of the Stone Age. Are they bands that you would agree with, your influences, or do you not see that?
I think we're influenced through like just a vast range of music, really. I think we just love what we do, and we kind of like what we like. Does that make sense? You know, we're not like pigeonholed into like every, you know, we've got to do this, we've got to do that when we write records or write tracks. It's just about what we kind of dig at that time.
I take it as a compliment.
Yeah,
Because we get compared to so many bands, and it's always different for a lot of reviews, isn't it? That I think maybe we can't be kind of pigeonholed in that way, which is a good thing.
Because I mean, as a reviewer, you can only really pull on your own experience of the band you've heard, and it's like out of them, I wouldn't know Clutch, to be perfectly fair, but the others I would know. So.
Well, I would agree with you, but that's the thing that I find the most interesting most of the time, because yeah, there are sounds that thread through our music, and you know, your classic like three-piece bands, Led Zeppelin, and you know,
Motorhead.
Pardon?
Classic three-piece Motorhead
Motorhead.
at times.
Yeah, exactly. Motorhead we've been compared to before, but then I like you, have no idea what Clutch sound like.
Yeah.
No, not really.
Great.
I've never really listened to them, but
Yeah, because somebody
Well, I
said.
think a big thing with those bands you've got listed is that kind of like, we're just going to play some rock and roll. You know, if you take Clutch as an example, they just play balls to the wall rock and roll and wear t-shirts. You know, there's nothing preempted by that. It's just this is like what we do, so fuck off kind of thing. And I kind of like that, because that's what we've never really thought we have to write in a particular style, have we?
No.
No, we just kind of write something. It might end up being an 80s classic rock, it might be a 90s grunge, it might be a noughties One Direction, you know, whatever tickles a fancy at the time, really.
I don't know, you guys have supported Airborne, and like, what's Joel O'Keefe like? He's a brilliant performer, but
Soft.
He's short.
he's a top bloke. He's really nice to talk to. And one thing I will say is he puts everything into the performance. Absolutely everything. If you see him after, you probably would never see him after a show, but backstage after a show, he is a wasted human being. He is a shell of a man because he puts everything into that performance. He's absolutely dead, isn't he?
Yeah, he's again, he just loves it. He's true professional with that. I mean, a dude that can smash a beer can on his head 200 gigs a year.
Well, I was going to ask you, have you ever tried any of the things that he does, like climbing up the rigging? I know he stood on the, whatever, tonight.
You go out into the crowd, didn't you?
I do a bit of that, and I have done some crazy things, but it pales in comparison, really. I did once at a gig in Oldham, in Manchester. I thought it'd be a great idea to jump out the fire exit and then run around the venue and then come in the front door. I thought that'd be a great spectacle. But once I got round the back, I thought it was just a road, but it was actually a 6-foot wall. So I had to scale that and try and get over it. But the problem was my guitar had cut out by then.
It wasn't Whittles, was it?
People would think I'd just gone home.
Was it Whittles? No,
Whittles.
Whittles, was it there?
It was, wasn't it?
That makes
Rings
a bell, yeah.
So that's the only. Well, I actually live in Manchester, so but more in the centre. But I
It
have
was
been
that
that
place.
one.
It was Wheels, yeah.
Yeah.
We got vastly drunk. It was ridiculous.
Well, I think Oldham's the sort of place you would get lost. I don't want to get lost in Oldham. I mean, it was bad enough finding it when I went there. It took ages. But it's like, you know, when you're driving, I presume you've got sat navs. I never bothered getting one, so it's horrendous sometimes getting places.
The landlady also told us we had to leave at like 5:30 in the morning, so we went and slept in Tesco car park.
Good times.
So, the first time I saw you guys was at HRHB for a couple of weeks ago. How did you, well, not a couple of weeks, a couple of months ago, how did you think it went?
It was wicked.
You enjoy it?
I think it's a great idea for a gig, you know. They use the word festival, don't they? Which I don't know. Like festivals to me are like the outdoor
The all day
experience,
things
but
as well.
I just think it's like the rock and roll holiday is how they should bill it. Which I suppose they do like sell it like that, but it's just great. Everyone there is very keen, you know, very into the music.
What I love about the HRH thing is the camaraderie between everyone.
It's like a family, isn't it? Everyone, you know, we see the same people at the same things. If we played Hammerfest, Hard Rock Hour in Wales in November, you do the road trip in Ibiza, it's like the people are just very dedicated and into the music. So
it's the same for us though, isn't it? We kind of go and, although we're playing, it's a bit of a holiday for us.
Oh,
We just
yeah,
get
yeah.
pissed.
Did you get to stay though with your working pattern, or was you just like there for the Saturday?
Matt did.
Yeah.
But I know it sounds a bit corny, like, but it's a bit of like a busman's holiday, isn't it? Because all the bands that are on the label, the majority of them are there. You've got like Screaming Eagles from the label from Ireland. You've got Wagons from Lancaster. We're from Leicester. You got Texas Flood from Wales. But we all converge in one spot, and it's a great weekend for us to like catch up and have a beer.
Well, we were just saying we might go again next year, so are you guys likely to be playing? I've only seen a few advertised so far.
It's early days yet, but
if we're not, I
we might get the invite.
don't think we're going to play. I think I'm going to go. Well,
Yeah.
we might not be playing, but I think I'll be there. I'm going to eat some roast chicken in the Irish bar.
That's already on the itinerary, is it?
I think so.
Well, we know very good campers bar if you go. So where did you get put up then? Did you get put up in like your own?
Oh yeah,
Apartment,
we
so
stayed.
you stayed in the
Stayed
Breezer?
in the artists like hotel. We were.
Alright, because like Wagons were in our hotel, but
Yeah,
then
well, yeah,
Bonafide were in the other one, the better one.
Yeah, but you know, Wagons are like substandard to us. Like.
And I don't know where Screaming Eagles stayed. They implied to me, because I interviewed them the other week, that they had their own apartment.
We were staying with Skindred and Bonafide, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that was true.
That's true.
Well, I went in the swimming pool. We didn't get to stay in that hotel because I actually won it, and the accommodation I won was at the Breezer. So maybe next year I'll stay at the better one. Who knows?
It's not that good. I would actually love to be in the
It's
other
better
one.
to
with
be in the other
punters
one,
and
because it's more
around the
more of a
pool
crack,
and more
but-
sociable. Yeah. It's a bit lonely over on the other one.
A bit lonely. Right, okay. So you've done your 2 albums, and you're writing one at the moment.
Yep.
So when are we expecting that to come out?
We're hoping it's going to drop middle of 2016, but we need to like get in the zone, don't we?
We're getting on it
That's
straight
kind of
after
like
this
the
tour,
back end of this year. You know, I think we'll have a bit of a break with that when we're going to get into the studio, lock ourselves away, like I said, like rein it back off the live shows a bit, and then just try and hit something. So hopefully the summer of 2016.
We were talking about it in the drive up, but like we've perhaps got like 3 songs that are nearly done.
Yeah.
Out of like a possible 12, but we've got 1,000 ideas for songs that just aren't on. Just little riffs and snippets that we just need to bring together. Really.
So who writes like the lyrics? Or is
Me.
it not you? Who writes the music?
It's a mix.
A bit of all of us, really.
Yeah. It tends to be everybody comes to. I mean, we practice every week, and although we've got a gig coming up, we'll practice a set or we'll run some stuff through. But every week, we try and squeeze in a little bit of new stuff. So I might come in with a guitar lick, and Neil might say I've written something, and Neil's pretty proficient on guitar himself, so he will come in with something. Or Matt will say I've got a bass line, and we just the way that we write is we really just kind of jam stuff out until something sounds like it's decent, and then it sticks, and then we start to think about structure and lyrics and stuff after that.
Cool. So you play drums and guitar?
Yeah,
Right.
well, drums is the main thing, but
Yeah.
what I'll do is I'll just send loads of random videos to Steve and Matt, just of me playing guitar, like, do you like this? Most of them are a no, but every now and then Steve will be like, yeah, and then he changes it completely into something he likes, and then, but it's a weird system, but it kind of works.
And do you guys play other instruments or?
I play the kazoo.
Very good.
Keyboard as well,
Play
Matt's
bit of
proficient
keys.
on
That's
keyboard.
good, keyboard. I played the recorder on the Peacemaker.
You did.
Well, I played the recorder. I could have played on it for
You
you.
listen to the intro to our second record. That's me on recorder. That's right.
That's true.
It's true.
Took a long time, but it's true.
Right, so you've got a few.
Say it.
So you've got Rock
One,
and
two.
Blues coming up after this tour,
On Friday?
That's a week today.
Week today, yeah.
Yeah.
and
I
then
mean, we finished the tour
The
really
Steel
on
House.
the couple. Yeah, we've got a couple of festivals really. Played the Rock and Blues, then we do Steelhouse on the Sunday. So it's kind of a nice way
All
to
busy.
finish the tour. Yeah,
Really
it's a nice
looking
way.
forward to Steelhouse.
Yeah, it's a great
Twisted
lineup.
Sister
Yeah.
headlining, and it's the last day of the tour, so we're going to get absolutely wasted.
why not? So between now and Rockmantic, what else have you got planned apart from those festivals and writing your album? Or
Giants of Rock is in, isn't it? That's
That's not been announced yet.
Oh, right.
But yes, yes.
Merton Manor in November, yeah?
We've got a few shows. But like I said, but it's more like locking ourselves away and going to write some material.
We normally
We've got
do
a few shows
a Christmas
to do.
thing in
Yeah, we've
Leicester.
got a Christmas show and a few bits and bobs, but the main thing is getting that record sorted, for the release for next year.
Alright, so we'll look out for that coming out. So thank you very much for talking to us, guys.
Thank you. Good to meet you.
nice
Thank
one.
you.
Thank you.
That's a
Thank
firm
you.
shake.
Alright, goodbye.